Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. We have something very important to talk about today, and it's something that's been on my mind for quite a few months now, and I keep meaning to make a video and talk to you guys and share with you my thoughts on the topic, but it just keeps getting, pushed behind other things. But today we're gonna do it. I'm doing this video before everything else because I think it's really important, and when it comes to these things, the more talk and discussion about it, I think the better it helps with the situation. And what I want to share with you guys today, a little bit of sort of my personal story and also a mishmash of I suppose feedback I've gotten from other people, and it's on the topic of wearing makeup. I know it sounds like such a small and trivial and insignificant thing, but for a lot of women and possibly some men out there, it's not. And I feel like ever since I've started putting myself out there in the, World Wide Web, so to speak, I've really started to see the contrast and people's sort of perception of you based on, well, what they see in this little moving image or what they see on my blog. And there are certainly two sides to the story. I'm not wearing any makeup today. I'm completely barefaced. I just, washed my face, put on some moisturizer, sat in front of my little backdrop and turned on the camera. Well, it's very rare that I do videos like this, and it's not because I'm not comfortable with my skin or I'm not comfortable with the way I look. I feel perfectly fine sitting in front of the camera here. In fact, I don't feel any different than if I have my full face on. But on the rare occasions when I do happen to make a video without all my lashes and lipstick and foundation, people see me differently, and I understand that because what you're seeing in a very sort of physical, visual aspect, yes, is different. I carry off makeup, I suppose, more heavily than others, and I look different. Cool with that. But the thing I want to address is that I've, watched lots of videos, beauty tutorials and things like that, and it always bothers me when girls or even some grown women turns on their camera, they start off their tutorial with a bare face, and the first thing that they have to say is, "I'm sorry I look like shit," or "I'm sorry my face is so ugly," "I'm sorry my hair is in a ponytail," "I'm sorry that I have a breakout here." I do not understand why there is a need to apologize for the way you look naturally. If you feel like you want to wear, a full face of makeup, that's cool. If you feel like you aren't going to wear any makeup today and you still want to make a video, or you're having a breakout, or you didn't have time to put flat iron your hair or curl it in some fancy way and put on a persona for others, that's okay too if you're just barefaced. It really irritates me when we have sort of come to a point where people need to apologize for the way that they look naturally, barefaced, without makeup, rolled out of bed, that type of thing. And it's quite a shame, because when we are born into the world as itty bitty babies, no one, it's not born within us that we differentiate between what is beautiful versus what is ugly. Of course, scientific community, you can argue with me about humans are naturally attracted to symmetry, we naturally like to organize, men naturally are attracted to voluptuousness because that means you're childbearing, all that stuff, fine. Scientific community, I'm not against you, but I do feel like the majority of what we have adopted in terms of what is beautiful versus what is ugly, all these ideals are being told to us by other people as we're growing up, as we're learning, as we are harnessing sort of our own thoughts and extracting information from the rest of the world. And this is not just the media, fashion magazines or whatnot. This is also the people around us, our so-called friends at certain times when we were younger, or our classmates, or sometimes even our family members, hopefully extended family, not the ones close to you. I hope they wouldn't say things like that. They would tell you, this is beautiful versus that is ugly. Now, I totally understand that everybody has their own perception of beauty. I do too. And you know what? I'm going to show you who I think is absolutely fantastically blow my mind gorgeous. I think she's stunning. And I've thought about, I've thought that way about her for a long time. Her name is Lena Fuji. She is a Japanese model, probably entrepreneur, a couple of other things, but I just think she's fabulously gorgeous, and I try a lot to sort of imitate her style or her look sometimes, the way she does her makeup. I just love her. And, I have my own perception of what beautiful is and what I consider to be more of my style versus something that is not. But the key point here is that shouldn't be a justification to put others down, to tell, other people just because that they don't fit into your category of ideal beauty that they're ugly or that they're unworthy or that they should go slap on some makeup. No, that is not what this is about, and that should never be what it is about either. It is really about acceptance of both yourself, your natural face, and also acceptance of others, regardless of what they choose to do. Now, up to now, I have been talking about, my natural face, all that stuff, and at the same time, I've been on the other side of this topic. I love to wear makeup, and when I do the whole thing. I mean, I do base, foundation, powder, concealer, eyebrows, false lashes, full liner, mascara, and all of the 3-4 colors of eyeshadow, lipstick, blush, contour. I do it all when I wear makeup because I love it. I love putting it on, I love playing with it, I love the colors, I just love being creative about it and with it, and kind of the transformational quality of makeup. But I've also been on the receiving end of people thinking that I'm either really vain, or that I'm really high maintenance, or that I am sort of the mean girl, I suppose, in those terms, because I like to wear a lot of makeup. But you know what? The makeup is only kind of like a really, thin layer of what you put on top. You take a baby wipe, you take everything off, makeup remover, and what are you left with? You're still left with the person that is inside. When I wear makeup versus when I don't wear makeup, I don't treat people any differently. I don't feel like I talk differently or necessarily act differently, or that I become this completely different persona just because I do wear makeup. I understand that certain people have sort of used makeup as a crutch to boost themselves, to give themselves this persona. But I think for the majority of us, what we're wearing on our faces, or what color our hair is, be it red, or if I decide to dye it blonde and platinum one day, that doesn't change the way I treat other people. It doesn't change the way I talk. It doesn't change what I do or how I do it. And I think at the end of the day, the bottom line, that is the most important thing. Now, when it comes to things about, well, what about people who get, plastic surgery, they get breast enhancements, they get their nose fixed? I know that's a big thing. Or if you're in the Asian community, I know a big thing is, oh God, I don't know what it's called, the scientific term, bilateral something, the one where you get your single eyelid fixed. Surgery like that. Do I have a problem with it? No, not really, because again, going back to this idea of your physical attributes is not a one-to-one reflection of the person that is inside. Now, there is a very definite line between people who do plastic surgery because they're so insecure with themselves, they hate the way they look, and they are in this constant journey to attain a certain beauty perfection. And then there is the rest of everyone else who likes to, you know, look a little more voluptuous, or they want to have a certain more distinctive look because they think it plays in to how they feel they are on the inside. And there's a difference there. Not everyone who gets plastic surgery is, you know, very materialistic, or that they would rather be someone else than be themselves. It's not quite like that. And I think oftentimes society takes it to very, very extreme measures on both sides of the scale, whether you are just completely au naturel or you decide to enhance yourself in some way or the other. I think at some point, if I do choose, you know, later on in my life to get some type of surgery, or I don't know, cosmetic wise, I mean, fixing your teeth, in short, is cosmetic dentistry. Does that really change the way, you know, I am on the inside? No, it doesn't. And I think as long as it's not an ailment of the mind, that you are not going insane because you are trying to achieve some perfect beauty, then there is nothing wrong with a little nip and tuck here and there. But the backstory though, I am way too afraid of any knives or needles going near me that the chances of me getting something done is probably pretty slim. If I ever get over that needle and knife type of thing. But yeah, I think I just wanted, you know, to let you guys know that whatever you choose to do, be it come on camera, make a video, no makeup, no fancy hairdo, it's all good. And if you want to doll up your face, put on your lady face, you know, your full lashes, your big lips, whatever that you do, that's fine too. And we should all learn to be a lot more accepting of both ourselves and of other people, because no amount of physical attributes can reflect and measure up to what is on the inside of you and on the inside of each and every one of you. So that's my story. I hope that this gave you something to think about. I'd love to hear your story and your reflections and your thoughts on this topic. So feel free to leave me something down below in the comments box. I'd love to hear from you. And until next time, take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.